Today we're learning about two concepts. One is old, the triangle angle sum theorem, and one is new, the exterior angle theorem. An example for finding one angle that's missing out of a triangle, you take 180 degrees, since that's the total degrees and all angles add up to it. You subtract the other two, and that would equal 68 degrees. The new concept is the exterior angle. So that's the angle out here. I'm going to mark that in red right now. So if you're finding that angle measure, all you really have to do is take these two angles, which are 18 and 21, and add them together. What's important to notice is that it's these two angles, which are called the two non-adjacent interior angles, but just remember that it's not the one that's right next to it, so that one's not included. You would just add those two up. Some other things you'll be using today are the vertical angles theorem. Remember that vertical angles are congruent, so those two angles both would be 99 degrees if that was the measure. And also remember alternate interior angles when you have a set of parallel lines. Those would be congruent, so that would also be 52. And lastly, another thing you'll be looking at and needing to use would be our linear pairs. So remember, for linear pairs, you take 180 and subtract the 110 to get your final angle measure of 70 degrees. So basically, you're going to be solving math problems, and you should use any of these things. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things you could be using to solve them. So it's kind of like a puzzle. So my one example I'm going to give you guys is this number 5. So if you're looking at it, it's from your notes. It's on page 1A. And there's a 90-degree sign and a 43-degree sign. The easiest way to do this is to start with looking for anything that has two angle measures in it, just like this one right here. So the easiest way to do it would be to subtract from 180 the 90 and 43 to give you the measure of angle 1. Right here, since there was nothing else I could do in this triangle, I look for linear pairs. So I would do the linear pair, which is again subtracting from 180. And here I would subtract the 43 and I'd get 137. It's always important to put this in the picture. And if you put it back in the picture, then you have 2 degrees again, which is the 12 and the 137. So I would try to find angle 3 by using the triangle angle sum theorem to get your total.